Voracious Bite allows us to drink blood from an unsuspecting enemy and gain the upper hand at the beginning of combat.
God damn, did you see those teeth? Holy hell, that's a chump. I love vampires, and this is Blood of Dawnwalker. Comes out September 3rd, and it is developed by Rebel Wolves. What can I say, man? This game looks super good, super cool. I want this game to be my game of the year. I am so looking forward to playing this game. You don't understand how long it's been. Even though the game's out next week, September 3rd, literally next week, it feels like it's been forever. But the first point I want to talk about is the skill tree, so let's get into it.
Exclamation mark indicates that a new perk is available, but we can't purchase it yet.
So as you can see here, there's 3 skill trees. We're going to be focusing on the swordsmith right now, just because it's the one shown there. But before I move on to the skill tree, the player read a notebook and it unlocked a skill on the swordsmith tree. Which means, hear me out, does that mean if you read certain books from alchemists, will it increase the other skill trees? If you read books from your fellow vampire, will that increase that skill tree? Just keep in the back of your mind that collecting those little books now and reading them can be beneficial to you. Please keep in the back of your mind, that's quite important, because that's a feature overlooked in games, because we just collect them and don't really care about them. That's just me. That's what I'm saying about that part right there. So we are focusing on the swordsmith. Sword combat for me in this game is clearly reminiscent of The Witcher. You can instantly see it. It's not hard to put 2 and 2 together. But what is unique is this. The enemies glow red once they're about to hit, which obviously is part of the arc in combat. I wish it was a different color than red, because red usually means unblockable. That's my piece on this, because I really do wish it was blue. Blue usually, just copy Arkham, blue is counter. But in the skill tree, I don't want it to be +3 to crit, +5 on block, none of that. I want the skill trees to feel impactful, to feel important. I want it to be, if I perfect parry, that I do increase stagger damage. Or if I perfect block, your stagger damage is filled up and I get to do a finishing attack. I want skills like that somewhat reward me for being patient, but also I want skills to reward me for being aggressive. Like, I want there to be a skill on the swordsmith saying relentless attacker. Like, if I swing my sword, say 5 times in a row, 5 heavies, let's say in a row, that's my next heavy, my 6th heavy, I get to do increased stagger damage and increased health damage. I want skills like that to make me feel powerful. Like, I'm a vampire, I'm half vampire, half human. We need to, like, you know, embolden the player not to just be defensive, which I will say in this combat, I'm seeing a bit of defensive. I'm gonna be offensive. Show me some offense. Let's be offensive. That's what I want to speak about in the swordsmith. Reward us for being offensive and as equally as defensive. But my preference is a bit more on the offense, just because of what I am as a supernatural being. So this is the part I'm excited for, the vampire abilities. Let's just go over the first part right now. You get the vampire bite. Shocker, expected. Wow, a vampire bite. So you can use it during combat to regenerate some health. You can use it outside of combat, which will trigger an animation. You can use it on animals, and you can use it on a human being, which you can either feed till they are unconscious or feed till death. That'll be up to you. Me, I always say it, I'm going to try and be a pacifist, but I know I'm lying to you right now. So when you're a vampire, you seem to focus more on slashing. Your nails grow dramatically and quite sharp. So this will make me think where this abilities will be more ferocious. We have to be ferocious. Maybe spinning attacks with your claws. Maybe at one point we'll get both hands as claws. I imagine it's aggression. There's no defense here. You attack, be offensive. Your unique skills like a spinning attack, like a tornado, perhaps a jumping bite, maybe even a vampire charm ability. Ooh, a vampire charm ability would be pretty nice here. So I imagine on this part right now, this is where the aggression comes into play. There's no holding back. Go, go, go. And I hope vampiric enemies are exactly the same. I hope they are aggression, forcing you to always adapt your playstyle. And because of that, that means day and night cycles will play very differently and force the player to choose. If you're more comfortable with aggression, play at night. If you're more comfortable with defense, play during the daytime. But as they have stated, you miss certain opportunities in either way. So this is where the skill tree becomes quite important. If you just go down the vampiric skill tree, you may miss some important items for your swordsmith skill tree, and vice versa. This is where reading the collectibles will really play a difference, and potentially eavesdropping as well. Eavesdropping on some vampires might give you access to some new abilities, who knows? Or seeing the vampires do abilities, you might be able to learn those abilities by just doing it. And obviously I want polymorph, which you can see here. You do get polymorph, which you can transform into a wolf to transform to traverse faster, I apologize. And yeah, it looks pretty fun to be a vampire. Shocker, that's the half of the game. But me personally, I know for a fact I'm definitely going for more night gameplay. And speaking of day and night, we have a whole skill tree we know nothing about. The witchcraft skill tree. Now I'm super excited to this, but I want to state this right now. The witchcraft skill trees should be taught to us by covenant witches or ladies. And I want to make this very clear, the ladies are only helping us, no, we're not saving them, they are helping us because we are bringing down the current regime. Now this is where I expect this game to get a bit interesting. Will the skill tree work better during the day or better during the night? Because if the witches know we're half vampire, will the witch abilities somewhat curse us at the same time? And how will we unlock those abilities? If for our actions they trust us less and less, will we lose that skill tree? That's all information that we're going to find out on September 3rd. This is Forbidden Ring. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out and enjoy the rest of your day.